Welcome to James Clemens High School Baseball on the Play Action Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern, character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special. And that includes local sports. Call 233-8750. Come by our office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensal.us.
This is John.
Hello.
Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have two things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
Local sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544. Looking for t-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve t-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS CustomTees.com. DaddyOsCustomTees.com.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide, along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast, keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports. Play Action Sports.
Welcome in to PAS Plus. You are joining us with the JC Jets baseball. Right, almost said softball right there. Welcome to the Jetsplex, where it's a brisk 80 degrees today. Very unusual for March. It is beautiful outside. You could not ask for a better day to be at the ballpark, and we really couldn't ask for a better matchup between the James Clemens Jets and the Tigers of Hartselle. My co-host tonight, Brock Carter, was just mentioning that it is an unusual baseball season when Hartselle doesn't have a good team, and they certainly do tonight. Correct, Brock?
That's exactly right, Coach. I'm glad to be out here. We got two solid good teams, and you know that Hartselle's in town when you see those bent back maroon hats in town, so I'm excited to see some good ball.
Yeah, we used to see them roll in looking like Alabama baseball,
yeah,
right?
That's exactly right.
Football always looks like Alabama football team, and they do. They bring a very storied tradition in. But so does James Clemens. I mean, we got Coach Johnny Johnson, the winningest head coach in school history.
That's right.
Accomplished his 300-plus wins last season, and he does a great job with our program, too. I mean, and all those guys. Would you have a connection to our baseball program?
I sure do, yeah. The skinny coach over there in the dugout, Coach Carter, that'd be my dad, and he's a Madison City coach through and through. I think he's going on 30-some-odd years now, so he loves it here, and this has been his home for quite some time. So, and he's the biggest Jet fan there is.
He really is. He does love this place, and you can see it in every interaction you have with him. So we are currently now making pregame announcements. The Grissom game ran a little bit longer than expected, in which Grissom ends up edging out the Jets 5-4 in extra innings. But we got to see some really good baseball, and our guys, we were talking after the first game. The Jets were hitting the ball. I mean, we're putting the ball in play a lot. 12 hits in that game, 13 actually hits in that game. End up with just 4 runs. Tough loss right there, but good baseball. I mean, you and I talked about it right before the broadcast. When you think about this area in high school baseball, it's everywhere, right?
It's come such a long time, and everything that this program has done from the ground up, it's been incredible. It's incredible just to see the facilities in general, much less the ball. So it's been cool to watch some of these freshman guys that Coach Carter, Coach Dad got to coach a couple years back, be seniors now. So it's pretty cool to see what they've brought to fruition this season.
You mentioned the facilities. You can't ask for better facilities in high school baseball.
Really
it's crazy. And, of course, we talked about Coach Johnson already. I don't want to build him up too much, right? But he does a phenomenal job. He's always up here working.
Absolutely.
He makes sure the facilities are top-notch. Madison City Schools, of course, being a part of that as well. The other thing you and I were talking about pregame is just this area and the quality of baseball that you have in the area. And I know as a player, you got to see a lot of that, right?
Definitely, yeah. We got to run into plenty of the not just arm talent, but talent in all 9 positions. Everywhere in North Alabama for the last 10 to 15 years has been pretty much a mecca of sports here in the state of Alabama. So it's been awesome to watch that and be a part of it too.
It is, and of course it's tough being in 7A with all the high-level competition you have, but even the 6A teams around us, like Hartselle, like Athens, I mean, good baseball teams, and then not even down in 5A, some of the quality baseball we have in the area. So you don't run into many gimme games.
Exactly. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, and then this Madison City, Madison County, man, it's the talent that it's produced just in the last few years. It's been awesome to watch, and I'm excited. I got to watch it with my own 2 eyes, and unfortunately got to play it a couple times, so it's been a humbling experience too.
The coaches are now at the pregame meeting with the umpires, and we hope to have those lineups and everything for you soon when we come back after a short break. So we're going to send it away right now, and we look forward to baseball when we come back.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Alabama.
This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
Applebee's Tailgate Talk wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to tailgatetalk.net throughout the school year to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner receives a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from that shirt printing place. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on PAS Plus. Remember to check out the PAS Plus mobile app. It's your connection to all of our live streams, along with scores, game archives, and more. Go online to pasnetwork.net for all the download links. This is Bradley Kimbrough along with Brock Carter, and we're getting set for the first pitch of this game between the James Clemens Jets and the Hartselle Tigers. Matthew Drinkwater is going to be on the bump to start the game.
Now pitching for the Jets, number 31, Matthew Drinkwater.
Probably going to have a tough time with this Hartselle lineup.
Yes,
I mean, these guys.
I'm always interested to see it, especially when Booth was here, what he had up his pocket. You never really knew what the Tigers were going to do, really, at any moment.
Absolutely. I mean, they can and bring so much. They're pretty versatile. Here's the first pitch of the game. A little high.
Small ball minded, and that's what's created him so much success too.
It really can. I mean, when you bring that time elicited a swing. When you bring that kind of small ball mentality, I mean, it just creates so much.
Definitely changes the game, changes week in, week out.
There's a little knockdown of the shortstop. Fielded. Francisco's going to field it and make the routine out at first, and we will retire the first batter of the game.
I tell Coach Carter all the time, I love the way Cisco plays. He just looks so baseball sound. He's just fluid. You can tell he really loves the game. He cares a lot.
Fluid is a great adjective for Francisco. I mean, he moves well laterally.
He does.
He's got great hands. Kind of everything you're looking for in that shortstop position.
That's right. There it is.
Speaking of small ball, he's going to lay a bunt down. Ty Marsh is going to come field it, but it's going to be too little too late to even make an attempt over at first.
That's their bread and butter.
Well, and when you practice it and you're that disciplined at it, I mean, we talked about it a while ago, puts so much pressure on the defense to do all the little things right. And when you can sneak it in, man, it's just almost indefensible.
Absolutely. And you come off a game playing somebody like Grissom, and then you go to somebody like Hartselle. You know, not a knock to Grissom. You know, they're a great ball team, but Hartselle is they're a different fundamental team, and they're going to come at you, honestly different than any other team you'll play all season.
Drinkwater made an attempt to first before the first pitch of this at bat. Now he comes set. A little high again. I mean, if you're pitching to this lineup, I think you want to do everything you can to change speeds, change eye locations, and keep that front foot off balance, right?
Definitely, and as soon as you step on the field with Hartselle, they're going to swing it no matter what. They'll play the small ball, but they can absolutely swing it as well.
Next pitch gets a swing and a miss right there. Our press box staff up here, by the way, at Jetsplex is second to none as well. Another attempt at first.
Man.
There was questionable what the call was going to be right there. Yeah, he changed it mid-call, didn't he? Yeah, he was ready to ring him up.
He was. I think he had that waiting.
Next pitch.
Wow.
Couldn't tell where he was going with that hand motion.
I think we're in a
count is 1-2 now. Good lead from first. Drinkwater delivers, foul ball.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, like I mentioned to you before the game started, I actually got to watch Hartselle play in the state championship 2 years ago, and the team they had, I mean, 1 through 9 of the guys even off the bench.
Yeah, super sound, super talented. Another attempt down the first, safe. We're still at 1-2 as Drinkwater gets set to deliver. Just outside right there.
You don't change it as 2-2.
He comes at 2-2. There's a base hit right between short and third. No chance on anybody making a play there. And now Hartselle has runners at first and second. One out in the inning. Both runners take the lead. Drinkwater delivers. Little half check swing.
Good play.
Back to Drinkwater. Nice. Double play for the Jets, and they're out of the inning. That could have been rough right there. Way to get out of the inning. And the Jets will hold them to no runs in the first.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Local sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on PAS Plus. I'm Bradley Kimbrell along with Brock Carter. We've just seen the Jets set the Tigers down in the first inning. They did give up 2 hits, one coming off the small ball we were talking about, the other one the 5-6 hole, but able to turn a double play to get out of the inning, and now looking forward to see what the Jets can do. If we're still swinging the bat the way we were in the last game,
definitely,
you feel pretty good about our chances, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been cool to see these guys. It's a little bit different dynamic. You know, these guys are quick on the bases. They're not afraid to steal home, as I've seen Cisco do a couple times. So it's pretty neat.
Without a doubt, Coach Johnson loves to put pressure on defenses with the way he runs the bases and just trying to be a little bit, I don't want to say unorthodox, but risky.
That's
unique.
Right, yeah.
Unique's a good word.
Well, and you're playing at this level, you know, if you don't come in with any sort of style that's different from typical baseball, you know, you're not going to win week in and week out. So that's what Coach Johnson implies, and these guys, they come in and do.
No question. You got to take chances. On the hill for Hartselle, it's going to be Nick Chumley. And leading off for James Clemens will be Carson Luzier. leading off, playing left field. Chumley's going to bring the first pitch. Carson's going to take ball one.
Carson's also one of those guys that you like to watch play. He plays with a lot of passion, as I've noticed in the games that I've watched him play.
That
Great
time
hit.
he gets a base hit just to the right side of the shortstop. It gets down, and Carson has reached with a base hit single. You're right. He plays with a lot of effort, just kind of a full throttle type guy.
Sure.
He's a funny guy, too. Got a good personality. Now Francisco Ramirez, you mentioned him in the top of the first, the way he plays defensively. Now he's up to bat. Going to look to find a way to try and move Lozier over. Chumley checks him. Delivers. Oh, this is a fly ball to center. He's going to track out there, make a nice catch.
I don't know if he saw that right off the bat or not. He took a few steps in before he realized that it was going to be a little deeper than he thought.
Yeah, it was. He kind of misread it at first, didn't he? But Leathers ends up making the catch for out number one. Let's see what Coach Johnson's thinking right here. You talked about taking chances. I mean, here comes Ty Marsh, third baseman. Ty been very good at the plate.
Certainly, great athlete.
Yeah, two-sport guy. For those that listen to our broadcast, he's our quarterback. That time tried to do a pitch out. Loser is going to be thrown out on his attempt to steal second.
But that's the aggressive, that Coach Johnson implies, and you can't. I mean, you can't beat him, man.
Take your chances. Try to use the left-handed batter to cover him a little bit.
You can't play on the back of your heels on a team like Hartselle.
Second pitch to Marsh, down. And Marsh is going to stand there with a 2-0 count. Hitters count right here.
Wow.
It must have just grazed the outside corner for that call, right?
That was an interesting call.
2-1. Marsh is going to ground ball to the first baseman, and Hartselle will retire the Jets from the first inning. Your score, 0-0. We're at the Jetsplex. You're listening to James Clemens High School Softball from Play Action Sports.
This is John.
Hello.
Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have two things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action Sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clemens Sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball at the Jetsplex. Along with Brock Carter, I'm Bradley Kimbrough. Go online to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for the Applebee's Athlete of the Week and vote on this week's poll. We'll announce the winner Saturday between 10 and noon on Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. The winner receives a gift card from Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from That Shirt Printing Place. Back in action here. Drinkwater elicited another ground out. And we start the inning just like we want to, right?
Yeah,
batter
definitely.
retired.
Yeah, if you can force those small ground balls against Hartselle, man, that's a great way to get a leg up on a team like this.
Well, we talked pregame. How is he going to face this lineup? So far, it looks like we're trying to keep the ball on the ground, right, where we can make those plays.
Yeah, Drinkwater's doing a great job up there keeping that. I think he's got that arm slot that he's got. I think it's going to help keep this ball on the ground for the Tigers.
Good observation, good call. I mean, that's what you want, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, if they're willing to put the ball on the ground at times anyway.
Yeah.
We want those big swings to be ground balls. Drinkwater facing the second batter of the inning here. He's going to start with a 2-0 count. Drinkwater comes set again. Delivers. Ground ball. Marsh is going to field it at third. Makes the long throw across the diamond. And that is out number 2 for the Jets.
That's a great play by Ty. I feel like I've watched him make those plays all season. He does a great job.
He does. He does a great job. And you mentioned just his athleticism.
Right.
You know, he's a different, almost a different type athlete.
Definitely.
He doesn't have that look of that super swoof guy.
Exactly.
You know, he's not, doesn't appear to be super nimble, but he's a strong kid. He's got great balance. He's got just a good read on it.
I think it's natural for us, especially when we look at high school athletes and their 2 sports. Sometimes, you know, you can't get out of your mind that he's that big football player too. So you think about the football player on the corner.
Second pitch of the at-bat delivered. Pulled foul down the first baseline. Drinkwater 1-1 now. Two outs. Top of the second. Drinkwater delivers. Base hit in the gap. That one's going to get to the warning track, if not the wall. Rounding second. He's headed for 3. No chance there to really throw him out. He slides in the third. And Hartselle's got something going here.
It's a solid hit. Yeah, that's goes to go back to what we said about how Hartselle's going to swing it, and especially on a pitch like that, you know.
Yeah, there was no hesitation in that swing, no reservation in that swing. He had the count he liked, and he pulled the trigger on it. Again, 2 away, top of the first. We can get out of this right here. Drinkwater comes set, ready to pitch.
Wow. Whew. Great pitch.
Yeah, I would encourage him to call that one. Nonetheless, 1-0 the count. We get that call. Okay. Hey,
yeah,
sometimes
that's why it falls.
1-1 to the batter now.
I think he's a little too hot.
It is warm down there. That time swings underneath it. Drinkwater ahead in the count now, 1-2. Strikeout would be huge right here to get out of this.
Great.
And he gets it. So the Hartselle Tigers leave a runner stranded at third. Your score remains 0-0. We're midway through the second. You're listening to James Clemens High School Baseball from Play Action Sports.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern, character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special. And that includes local sports. Call 233-8750. Come by our office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensal.us.
Looking for t-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve t-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS Custom TEES.com. DaddyOsCustomTees.com.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports. Follow us on Twitter at PAS Network and look for the Play Action Sports on Facebook. We'll keep you updated on scores and information tonight, tomorrow night, every day throughout the week. They'll just update that thing all the time. Here we go, bottom of the first. Bottom of the first. Chumley delivers the first pitch, apparently 2 inside. Second pitch is going to be grounded. Looks like foul. Just foul. Satchel Wheeler, the lefty, up to bat. 1-1 count to Satchel now. looking to get something going for the Jets in the bottom of the second. Nice pitch by Chumley right there. Just elicited a nice big hack underneath the ball, huh?
Just blew a breeze right up here to the press box. We felt it just enough.
Good take by Satchel. He's going to see a 2-2 count now.
Interesting approach. Choked up on the bat on the plate.
He did. Ooh.
And that's what it takes.
Well,
that's it. That's what the aggressive 2-2 can do for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, hey, it's productive at this point.
That's right. I totally agree.
So the Jets will obtain a runner at first after Satchel Wheeler is hit by the pitch. And now coming to the plate, number 24. Correct? Can't see that number.
It is.
Ball one on the delivery from Chumley.
You know, we were talking about how nice of facilities that James Clemens has, and they certainly do. And I think I may just be impartial to this, but I certainly think that James Clemens has some of the best colors and uniforms in the area as well.
Oh, you can't beat this. You cannot beat this color combination.
No, I've had multiple conversations with Coach Carter talking about the bragging rights of having some of the best color combos in North Alabama. So he likes to rub that in the face.
Find me a better color scheme anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
Chumley makes an effort back to first to try and catch Satchel, to no avail. Mark Fort seeing a 1-1 count here. Big time speed over there. Chumley delivers.
It's down.
That's ripped right back up the middle. Ball gets down in front of the center fielder, and now the Jets do have something going. Wheeler standing on second, Markford on first. Ben Graves, your designated hitter in the lineup.
Yeah, and a good spot here on the bases. This is where we like to see Johnny take some aggressive steps here to put some runs across the plate.
He has very little reservation about taking chances.
Yeah.
Again, we're in the bottom of the second, still 0-0. Let's see what the Jets have going now. Both runners take a lead. First pitch from Chumley. On the way.
Here it is.
Attempts to bunt, starts to draw back. It ends up being a bunt anyway. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. It looked like
I think he had decided about mid-windup that he wasn't going to, and by the time it got there, he had squared anyways. It worked to move the guys around. So.
It did. It's absolutely a productive AB there, I guess, to move those guys into scoring position for J.T. Johnson, or sometimes known as John Thomas Johnson V.
Right. That one cracks me up when I've heard that.
First pitch on the way. JT's going to foul this one back over to the softball field. By the way, I never buy baseballs as a softball coach. We use them to train, but I never have to buy them.
There you go.
You can find them in the bullpen.
You got a collection over there.
Yeah, I keep a good collection. All right, 0-1 the count. JT waiting the pitch. This one is also going to be fouled back right and out of play. So now Chumley is holding an 0-2 count to J.T. Johnson. Again, runners in scoring position.
I think we'll certainly see one of Chumley's all-speed pitches as he hasn't showed us
yet. You got to change it up here, yes.
There it was.
Well, J.T. did a good job of just getting the bat on it. Another foul ball. Speaking of aggressive, it's the most aggressive at bat we've seen so far.
That's right.
He's not up there to get cheated at this one.
No, he's certainly not. No, he's he knows what position he's in to move these guys around. So.
And he's looking to do it. Next pitch is on its way.
Perfect.
JT's going to get a base hit. Right center gap. That's going to score one. Satchel comes across the plate. Markford will hold at 3. And the Jets have struck first. 1-0 lead. Bottom of the second. And only one out. There's a potential here to make this a big inning.
Absolutely, yeah. They're getting back up here to a first and third situation. got to be careful too. Like we talked about Hartselle having that small ball mentality. You never know that we may have a defensive trick up our sleeve here.
Well, both. I mean, now it's like it's a standoff between coaches. You know,
sure.
Coach Johnson wants to do something with first and third, and at the same time, Hartselle's setting their defense for first and third. What are we going to do here? Swing and a miss by Isinsek. There's only so many ways you can say it, and I'm going to mess it up.
Yeah, I think you pronounced that better than I would have been able to.
Jesse Reno. That time, JT.
He took off.
I'm sorry, not JT.
Wow.
Perfect first and third execution by the Jets right there.
I think it might have been a delay steal. He was trying to get caught, and our guy on third scored easy.
100%. Forgive me for not knowing the name of the courtesy runner there for the catcher, but he goes to get into a rundown or delayed steal, hoping to draw a rundown maybe. Doesn't work out. Hartselle ends up misplaying a ball, and we score a run anyway. So Martford's going to score. The Jets now up 2-0 with a runner at second.
Yeah, in a great spot here. Now it's just time to swing away.
Yes. It definitely takes pressure off of you as a hitter,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, definitely. One out, guy on second. I mean, you're just putting the bat to ball here.
Chumley keeps checking the runner. Now he delivers the pitch. Good stop by the catcher right there. And we're going to have our first little dead period break of the game as Coach calls time, wants to come out and talk it over with his defense. So Isinsek sees a 2-1 count. And you mentioned it. I mean, this takes all the pressure off of you as a hitter, right?
Yeah,
the guy
definitely
comes in to score from third. You got a runner at second. You can take some swings. You can be a little bit more aggressive at the plate right here. And he's got a count where he can be picky as well. Look for his pitch.
Yeah, definitely. And it goes back to, being relaxed in that count and looking what you got in the field. And I think that when it's all said and done, as far as being a hitter, especially at this level, you got to remember, you're not facing a 1 through 9 of guys that are going to go play at the professional level.
Right.
So putting a bat to ball, it's important. And I think, a lot of people forget not taking advantage of this turf, man. The way that these balls bounce off this turf, it certainly is different than it would just off a regular field.
It is extremely different.
Yeah.
So when you come and take,
Or 1-2.
the umpire giving us a signal kind of backwards, and I'm not sure if he did it for our benefit or if he did it for. So we're wavering if it's a 1-2 count or a 2-1 count. We're going to go with 1-2 count.
I think we had both.
Hey, just a ground ball to the right
For
side,
sure.
even if it's not a base hit,
here.
still is a productive at bat right here. And you move a runner to third, you still got another out to play with. Chumley looks in.
Balk.
Oh, he did. There's a balk now. Now the situation changes quite a bit. Now, as the runner moves to third, a ground ball to the right side scores a run potentially.
I've seen some squeezes, some stolen home plates this season, so I'd be interested here.
I'm watching Coach Johnson to see what kind of signs he's giving.
This may be the no sign where they know exactly if he doesn't give a sign here something's about to happen.
He hasn't moved.
Exactly.
Another foul ball.
Dad tells a story about a coach that he had growing up in rec league that he was a coffee drinker, and 1 sip was bunt, 2 sips was stolen bases, and there's no telling what the 3rd sip was. Perfect.
Oh!
Great hit.
Base hit right over the third baseman. Stays fair. The Jets are going to put another run on the board.
Oh, he's going for 3.
And he is. Isinsek is going for 3. Gets down.
Got it.
And he's safe. Apparently gets under the tag. According to the umpire at the plate, or at the bag.
Hartselle's coach is coming out of the dugout for that one.
Yeah, nobody else in the park anyway, thought that he got under that tag. He was thrown out by 2-3 steps.
Yeah.
Slides to get under the tag. And for whatever reason, we've got a safe call. We're not going to argue about it.
Yep, called him out.
Now the appeal.
Yeah.
They've called him out. We talked about aggression, right?
Yeah.
We talked about being aggressive, and that's on the base pass too. watching scrimmages some days, the way that Coach Johnson scrimmages with the team, they do a really great job of knowing how far you can go on this base hit versus that base hit versus this ball in the gap so they've done a good job of stretching. And look, in that situation, we talked about the potential for a big inning. Nothing
absolutely.
Wrong with trying to stretch that, right?
I completely agree. I have no issue. As a coach, I don't think that I would have any problem with one out and then that play happening at third base. And like you had just mentioned, that what goes into these guys, the depth of this field, at a place like this, you only know what it's like to run those bases when the ball's that deep if you're on here every single day.
Exactly.
So, and you can tell that they understand that depth and how long it takes for that ball to get back into the infield.
Well, and again, you're forcing somebody to make a really good throw,
absolutely.
A catch,
definitely.
Have to put the tag on. All you got to do is run.
Right.
The odds are definitely in our favor on that.
Absolutely, I agree.
So as Coach Johnson continues to appeal to the first base umpire, the umpire on the first base side here, David Sharp is awaiting his at-bat. The call of out will clearly stand. The Jets now have 2 outs, but we've put 3 runs up this inning. The delivery to Sharp. He's going to take strike 1.
I don't believe I've seen a right-handed hitter have an outfield shifted so much to the right before. It's interesting.
There's definitely a move there.
Heavy opposite hitter.
Second pitch. Sharp's going to hit this one almost straight up in the backstop. It's going to get out of play.
That's a Steel Academy foul ball.
Now Sharp's in an 0-2 count. But again, we talked about no pressure on the batter with a runner at second, then the runner moves to third. No pressure on Sharp right here, 2 outs. Go up here and try to make something happen.
Try to find your way on base.
Yes. Outside pitch. It's going to miss. Another good stop by the catcher. Good throwaway pitch. He knew it was coming.
Absolutely.
Everybody knew it was coming. Chumley's going to deliver again. Outside again. Now 2-2 to Sharp.
This is when you need your dugout to create some magic for you here.
Chumley delivers. Outside pitch again, but he's going to throw the barrel out there at it. And he was close to beating it out, but no such luck. Again, the Jets end up posting 3 runs in the bottom of the second. So your score is 3-0 James Clemens as we get ready to move to the third. You're listening to James Clemens High School Baseball on Play Action Sports.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. Now on a platform near you, the only year-round weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Wreakin' Havoc Podcast. News, interviews, and more. Dropping every Thursday, we'll just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and listen, follow, and subscribe on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app and online at wreakinhavoc.com.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball on Play Action Sports, PAS Plus. As we enter the top of the third here, James Clemens and the Hartselle Tigers.
Yeah, Drinkwater, I think, it goes back to having that good inning right there. Having a little bit of cushion there as far as runs goes coming out as a pitcher. And certainly, it changes everything.
It changes everything, right? For a pitcher, when you've got some run support behind your back.
Absolutely.
However, he starts this at bat 2-0. Now a foul ball. Runs the count to 2-1. Yeah, speak to that more, Brock. As a pitcher, I mean, when you've got some runs posted up for you and you guys have your back, man, you're so much more comfortable out there.
Yeah, it's comfortable. You trust all your stuff, especially if you got an arsenal of things. On the mound too, I just feel like allowing the other team to put the ball to bat allows you to make you trust your defense a little bit more as well.
Yeah, completely. 3-1 now the count. and a called strike. So now we've got a full count. Drinkwater has taken the batter full here. Here's the pitch. He's going to put barrel on it. Grounds out to Francisco Ramirez. Out number 1. And so far, I mean, hey, they retired the first batter every inning to this point. And your odds statistically go way up in that situation.
Absolutely. Yeah, Drinkwater's doing a great job up there. I believe we've gotten to see his whole arsenal of pitches too. So
I say that, but I feel like he's holding a little bit back. So
well,
now we're back to the leadoff, and let's see what happens here. First pitch is outside, ball 1. I mean, you would think he holds a little bit in reserve, maybe. I mean, we're still going to work down in the zone, I'm sure. Called strike on the inside right there, 1-1 the count. I mean, you almost have to hold something in reserve. You're not going to show this type of lineup. You're not going to show it the first time through.
Yeah.
Third pitch of the at-bat is hit very high. Ty Marsh is camped out under it. Just a few feet in front of the bag. He's going to make the play. Out number 2. How tough are those? It's been a long time since I caught a baseball that was hit that high.
That's an intimidating one, and the farther you get, especially in the outfield, you think it's up there for 10 minutes, and it comes down, and you've got a small window of reaction.
Yes, very small. 2 outs. James Clemens definitely in control here in the top of the third. The first pitch is low, ball 1. Sneaks one in there for a strike. Drinkwater, I mean, he's getting behind the start at bats, but I don't think he's walked anybody yet, and he's battling through the at bats. Third pitch now.
Great pitch.
Rips in another strike.
Yeah, he throws some enticing pitches in good counts that puts the bat in wrong places for batters. So I think that's what he's got going for him right now.
Great point. That time a little high. 2-2 the count now. And we talked about pregame. I mean, with a lineup like this that can swing it, you got to change speeds, you got to change eye levels, and he's been doing a good job of moving the ball around the zone a little bit.
I totally agree.
That time a ground ball to first is going to be fielded and taken by Satchel on his own, and the Jets get out of another one with no runs given up. That time, no base runners at all.
Absolutely.
We'll be back. You're listening to James Clemens High School Baseball on Play Action Sports.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
This is John.
Hello.
Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have 2 things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball. You are listening to PAS Plus, Play Action Sports. We're here at the Jetsplex where the James Clemens Jets are hosting the Hartselle Tigers. James Clemens leading 3-0. We're midway through the third. Remember to tune in for Play Action Sports Update 3 times each weekday for school, youth, and amateur sports news from the Limestone County area on 1080 AM WKAC. I'm Bradley Kimbrell along with Brock Carter, Tim Lambert, our producer, the guy who makes this whole thing run. As we're watching Father Ryan enter the ballpark, they're looking around like, wow, this place is amazing, and they're right. It is. I do like that color scheme, too, by the way. I'm a Sheffield graduate, UNA guy. Purple is awesome.
Purple to the heart.
Here's Carson Luzier leading us off. Once again, he's going to foul the first pitch back. Chumley still on the hill for Hartselle. You know, he got a little rattled in the last inning, and he showed it not in Not so much in his pitches, but he just worked faster. I noticed him start to work faster there after those runs come up. That time he sneaks in a strike, 1-1 count to Lozier.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see this new guy, lefty action here. So
Carson fouls another pitch off. So 1-2 count. Down and in. 2-2 to Carson. It's Andrew Coleman now working on the mound.
Nice.
Oh, he's going to come inside there on Lozier, and Lozier's going to wear it.
That's what you pay the money for those Evo shields.
There's no shortage of those in high school baseball anymore.
It's been interesting to see that grow. It's
everybody's got to have the elbow guard, the foot guard, the sliding oven mitt.
That's the one that I didn't see coming.
No. Francisco Ramirez is going to come to the plate now. I misspoke earlier. I apologize. Coleman now on the hill for Hartselle. Lozier on first. Francisco comes up, and we all know, we think, what Coach Johnson's going to do here.
Yeah, it's definitely in the pot.
Hartselle's ready. Fouls the first pitch straight back. Timing pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. That play might still be on, too.
Well, I can tell you this. It's probably not a hit and run.
Yeah, probably not.
Coach Johnson hates the hit and run.
Yeah.
And I can say that on there.
Wow, I thought that would be a pick.
Oh, tries to bunt. It just goes foul. Now Francisco with an 0-2 count. Lozier still at first. We've had multiple conversations about the hit and run. Mm-hmm. Coach Johnson, not a fan. He did call it once or twice last year. Really surprised me. Here's the pitch. Ramirez swings through that one, and he will be the first out of the inning. Again, Lozier on first. Jets lead 3-0, and now Ty Marsh comes to the plate. Man, Ty Marsh has the ability to get hot and just hit. I mean, about this time last year, he really got on fire. First pitch is outside, looking to pick Lozier at first. Unsuccessful. He slides back in.
Yeah, keeping those guys picking over there, and it attests for Carson's speed. So,
and that's a tough play to make when you have a left-handed batter up there.
Absolutely.
Second pitch of the at-bat, he comes too far inside. Going to be ball 2. Again, we're talking about Ty. It was about this time last year. He really got on a hit streak.
Yeah, definitely.
This time he's going to punch one, right to the shortstop.
From my angle, it looked like a mid-center field hit right there.
I thought so, too. I thought that thing was going to get over his head. He was not fooled in the least.
Right.
He took 1/2 step back and played it perfectly. Now, had he been playing in his normal position where there's no runner at first, that ball's probably going to get down.
For sure.
Satchel Wheeler will now come to the plate. 2 outs for the Jets. Runner on first. Now Coach Johnson knows he's got to try and take a chance and move it. There's a bunt by Satchel.
It's a great bunt.
It's going to be to the right side of the pitcher.
Perfect.
And he's got no play on it. Always tough when you put a bunt to that side for a left-handed pitcher. That's a tough play for him.
Yep.
I mean, we do the same thing in softball. If we're facing a good lefty pitcher,
absolutely.
You know, you want them to have to move to that side. You want them to have to field it, turn, and adjust to make that throw.
Just in them taking that full shoulder turn. I mean, you whoever your base runner is, no matter their speed, they're still 2 to 3 steps farther than it would be for a right-handed pitcher.
Yes, they've got a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Now Markfort up to the plate. 2 outs. Runners at first and second for the Jets. First pitch comes inside. Strike 1.
I would have taken.
Yeah, absolutely. When you got runners on, I mean, a lot of people's philosophy is just be super aggressive up there with runners on. I still think, those first 2 pitches, they're trying to get you to hit the pitch they want you to hit.
Definitely.
Right? Outside that time, then we got a 1-1 count for Markford.
Yeah, Hartselle's not going to be a team that's going to give you exactly what you want, but they know exactly what they're putting over the plate at all times.
Yeah, and I mean, they want to elicit you to swing at the pitch they want.
Sure.
Here's the delivery. Oh,
wow.
I spoke too soon. I was going to call it outside. Apparently, it's strike 2. You can be unbiased.
Yeah.
The count, 1-2. Markfort looking to put something in play here. Whew. That was a tough one to take. high.
I think he's
ball 2. Two to Markford now. Coleman looks in. The lefty's he's gonna step off. Who's feeling the pressure more right now? Pitcher or batter?
In this count right here, it's almost like it's evened out.
It's evened up.
Yeah.
Runners at first and second.
Wow,
Ooh.
can't do that.
Whew. Coleman,
great at bat,
delivers a pitch right between the numbers on the back of Markford's jersey. So he will take a slight little trot down the first, shake it off.
That one's the worst one, the one that takes you right in the middle of the numbers.
Yes.
That was the worst one.
I mean, square him up in the back, right?
No meat there.
That one's tough. All right, you want that one or you want the one on the chip of your elbow?
Ooh. Man, if I'm playing nowadays, I got an Evo Shield.
You got an Evo Shield, that's right. Nowadays, you got a huge elbow pad.
Right, yeah.
All right, we're going to have a short meeting on the mound between pitcher, first baseman, and catcher. And the designated hitter, Graves, is going to be stepping up to the plate with bases loaded, 2 outs. Smart approach right here at the plate, and you got a chance to really break this game open. Coleman looks in, delivers, outside, ball 1. You know, it's not beyond Coach Johnson to take a chance and do something unorthodox with a runner at third. Big outside pitch right there. Ball 2.
Yeah, I think he definitely takes here. Coach is going to come out to the mound.
Yeah, no question. I mean, you start this count at 2-0.
Yeah, pressure has been relieved from the Jets, needless to say.
Oh, no question. I mean, but again, bases loaded.
For sure.
With your designated hitter at the plate.
Yeah.
You got a chance to really break this thing open early. And, I mean, obviously the conversation they're having right now on the hill is what?
I thought you were breaking open right there.
No, I was asking you. What do you think the conversation is?
And my conversation would be, man, first off, if we can't get a strike in there, put the bat to the ball, trust your defense, let them make a play. We got bases loaded. Most importantly, we're 2 outs here. I mean, if you got a guy with a DH right here that has a good swing, really for a pitcher, you just got to trust your stuff, trust your defense, put the ball in play, make an out for your pitcher.
Yeah, trust your mechanics and go throw. If you try to pitch around this guy, you're going to put yourself in trouble and give up a run easily, right? Big difference in giving up a run on a base hit.
For sure.
And giving up a 2 or 3 runs, right, by just laying it up there.
Yeah, if you go up there telling your pitcher he's got the good stuff, get the out.
All right, third pitch of the at-bat. He sneaks in a strike now.
Yep.
2-1 the count. And you're taking all day in that anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, absolutely. Quick pitch.
Outside there.
Not sure if he even came entirely set there.
Good question. 3-1 the count. If Graves likes it, he's going to jump on it. Ooh. Called strike to Graves, and now we're loaded up. Runners are going to be moving. 3-2, 2 outs. The pitch and a strikeout will end it right there. Tough situation to leave the bases loaded, leaving 3 stranded that time. Nonetheless, we still hold a 3-0 lead. You're listening to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports.
Local sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544. Join us for Applebee's Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning at 10 on WKAC. We'll talk to coaches and sports figures of local interest and get their thoughts on whatever comes down the pike. We'll also announce our latest Athlete of the Week and give away an Applebee's gift card and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt. Applebee's Tailgate Talk, Saturday mornings at 10 on your PAS Plus app, on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device, online at tailgatetalk.net, and on the air at 1080 WKAC.
Where we are hosting, James Clemens Baseball is hosting the Hartselle Tigers. I'm Bradley Kimbrough, Brock Carter, my co-host, Tim Lambert, our producer. The James Clemens Jets lead Hartselle 3-0 as we start the top of the 4th. Still on the hill.
Yeah, definitely. I think conversation between both dugouts is going to be for Hartselle, coach going in there telling them to trust the bats, and they got to put a little bit more balls in play. And for James Clemens, keep the foot on the gas, I should say.
Foot on the gas, yeah.
The pedal on the gas.
Well, and for Drinkwater right now, that's a little bit easier to do.
For
I mean,
sure.
he's held them pretty limited. I think Hartselle's had 2 base runners through the first 3 innings, no runs.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he's got to feel good about where he is. Third pitch of the at-bat is going to get pulled. Just fair. Just inside the line. He is definitely going to be getting extra bases, looking for 3 as the relay comes in. Nope. He's going to hold at second. And one of the very few hits that Drinkwater's given up. It's also the first time that Hartselle has not been retired, or Hartselle's first batter has not been retired in an inning. So it'll be interesting to see how they play it now with outs to play with.
Yeah, we'll definitely see some aggressiveness here from Hartselle. Maybe even see another bunt somewhere in this inning.
I would bank on it right now. You know they want to get on the board.
Yeah.
Drinkwater checking the runner at second. Delivers the first pitch of the at-bat. Must have been a little high. Ball 1.
I thought it was a great pitch.
Hey, it looked great from here. We may have a biased seat. JT sets up a little bit outside, brings the pitch back in. Strike 1. 1-1 count for Drinkwater now. He looks in and gets what he wants. Checks the runner. Delivers. Fly ball going to be fouled off. And now he's looking at a 1-2 count. We talked about him getting behind in some counts, but coming back and delivering good pitches and good counts. It doesn't seem to bother him or faze him that he's getting behind or sometimes in counts.
So relaxed up there, and knowing that you're going up against big hitters, trusting your stuff, relaxed like he is, it's going to pay.
The 1-2 delivery down. 2-2 now for Drinkwater. I mean, this is a big at bat right here for Hartselle to try and get something going. Oh, that one gets away from the catcher. And Hartselle will advance to third. Now you have a runner at third, full count, no outs.
Yeah, we may see a big swing out of this kid right here. But Drinkwater's stuff has been great. So
yeah, he kind of composes himself, walking back to the mound. Comes set now. Here's the pitch. Down again. Ball 4. And now we got runners at the corners for Hartselle. This is the first chance they've had to really get something going.
Definitely.
Now batting, number 5, Lawson Williams.
Catcher, pitcher, the entire infield looking in the dugout, getting some instruction, getting something.
First and third over here in the high school baseball level is, to me, is when you see the most action. Something is more than likely going to happen.
Yeah, and you got to be keen defensively and offensively. All right, Drinkwater makes an attempt over at first. Everybody's set. We know what we want to do here. Let's see if we can execute.
Definitely.
The first pitch comes down and in. Good block right there by Johnson.
Yeah, and I'm certainly no sign stealer, but it looks as Hartselle has put on the same play back to back, and so I think we might keep it as a normal first and third situation, swing away here. Could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not a sign stealer.
You may be a great one. Let's see. Second pitch of the at-bat is going to be grounded to Drinkwater. He's going to take the out at first himself. A run will score for Hartselle.
A swinging bunt.
The swinging bunt is almost indefensible. I mean,
it's going to score a run.
In softball, it is absolutely indefensible. And there, Drinkwater kind of got a great bounce off the turf and played it well. Did a good job taking it himself. The score now 3-1 Hartselle, but the Jets have recorded 1 out this inning. Runner on second. Drinkwater looks in again. Swing and a miss. Or he may have fouled it.
I think it got a piece of JT. Or maybe the umpire. One of the two.
Could have been both. We heard a click. Batter set. Drinkwater set. Everybody's ready to go. Second pitch of the at-bat. This one's going to get hit pretty deep. Loser tracking it. He's at the warning track, makes the catch. Now he's going to throw in the third to no avail. Runner's going to tag from second to third, but a second out recorded. And what could have been a huge, huge inning for Hartselle kind of gets dumbed down now in our favor a little bit. I mean, you get out of that with just one. If we can get out of runners on the corners with no outs to just giving up one run, that'll be a big defensive inning.
Absolutely.
First pitch of the at-bat on the way. Just can't tell if he called it or not. I'm saying surely not, but
thought he called it a strike, but it didn't.
I did too. Outside, ball one. Swing and a miss that time. 1-1 count for Drinkwater.
Yeah, this is where you really trust your stuff right here and put it in play and really trust your defense.
Yeah, trust your defense. Foul ball right there. You're exactly right. And so far, to his credit, or to the Jets' credit, they've made all the routine defensive plays, right? And that's got to give you a lot of confidence as a pitcher, too.
Really
These guys are making plays. I don't have to be great here. 1-2 the count. The pitch is on the way. Hit back just to the right of Drinkwater. It's going to be picked up by Ramirez and thrown out at first. So, after giving up just one run, James Clemens still leads 3-1, and we're midway through the fourth. You're listening to James Clemens High School Baseball from Play Action Sports.
Here's what's on the Jets' radar. Tomorrow, baseball has games scheduled with Decatur Heritage and Father Ryan at home. Freshman baseball will host Grissom on Monday, while the varsity will play Sparkman at Toyota Field. The JV baseball team will play at home against Florence, while the JV and varsity girls soccer teams also host the Lady Falcons on Tuesday. JV softball will be on the road at West Morgan. On Wednesday, the freshman boys soccer team welcomes Gadsden City. We'll be back with more coverage from PAS Plus.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern, character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special. And that includes local sports. Call 233-8750. Come by our office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensal.us.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports. You can download a copy of this game or listen to it on demand by going to pasnetwork.net. There's a streaming schedule of upcoming games and links to all of our mobile apps, too, so check it out. Check us out on all of our social media. X, Twitter, whatever it's called now.
They'll all change in the next 5 to 10 years.
They will. Yeah, it depends on the owner, right?
Right.
We're midway through the fourth as your James Clemens Jets are hosting and leading the Hartselle Tigers 3-1. And leading off this inning for the Jets, John Thomas Johnson the fifth.
Yeah, JT with a big opportunity to get this inning started.
Yeah, just something to get us going right here. We want to stay hot, keep this thing going. First pitch is ball one. The left-handed pitcher Coleman still on the mound. High ball two. Different at bat for JT than we saw him last time. He's up there hacking at those pitches early in the count. This time he's waiting to find something he likes. Takes a hack at this one, and he's going to foul it off again. That's two that JT's donated to the softball program today.
He's a big contributor to your program.
Yes, he's helping us out big time. The pitch outside that time. JT's going to get a 3-1 count. So surely his approach at this point is it's got to be perfect or I'm leaving it alone.
Definitely. Maybe see a green light here.
That's a good one. He's going to hit this one deep into the – yep, It's going to get down in front of the left fielder. And J.T. Johnson will reach first. The Jets, again, getting the inning started with something.
Yeah, I was just about to mention prior to him swinging that, that I really have never watched a high school team kind of shift their outfield to the right with a right-handed batter, and they had that. And the left fielder, I guess, was too deep to make that play. But
either too deep or just read it wrong.
Yeah.
Look, if you've never been in one of these outfields and seen those balls hit at you, sometimes they just die.
Yeah, definitely. Well, especially like we were talking about, a field as wide and as deep as this is, you don't even realize how far out you are.
First pitch is a ball. Coleman gets set to deliver.
Hit him.
Ice and sec.
Nice.
Infancy.
Some confusion over the pronunciation of this name. Third pitch of the at-bat is the third ball. Coleman.
Surely he's got a nickname.
Jesse.
Jesse Reno.
There you go.
He will at least forever be known on this broadcast moving forward.
There you go.
Jesse facing a 3-0 count. The pitch outside again, straight balls. That at bat.
Hartselle coach again out of the dugout.
Another visit to the mound. Well, the Jets will have runners at first and second with David Sharp coming up to the plate. This time the entire Hartselle infield is going to meet on the mound.
I think they're bringing the center fielder in.
It would appear so. Is he our next guy on the hill?
Why possible?
You know, you mentioned the Evo shields and all the stuff. I'm going to tell you, in today's world, part of high school baseball is just looking the part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sunglasses. Sunglasses are important.
Yeah.
It's
quite literally head to toe.
You got to have the right haircut. You got to have the right sunglasses.
I had to tease on Cisco a couple weeks ago. It was at nighttime, and he still had the glasses on the back of the hat. I was like, hey, man, it was nighttime about an hour and a half ago.
So Hartselle has brought in number 22, Brody Leathers, as the next pitcher. This will be their third pitcher of the game so far. I'm curious if this was a planned decision ahead of time to get different guys different work as the lineup, as you go through the lineup, or is it a reaction to giving up the 3 runs off Chumley?
Tough to say, especially in tournaments like these. Sometimes you'll see a Johnny Holstaff, so you never really know, and especially when a kid comes out in an outing and they're in the, as far as on Hartselle's end, they're not in a super deep hole as far as runs go, so they have every opportunity to make something happen, but as long as James Clemens keeps staying aggressive like they are, that's what's paying dividends for them right now.
Well, it's a chance to see some different arms, give you guys some innings. And you don't know when they're seeing, do they have an area series this weekend?
Yeah.
Hard to say, right?
Exactly.
So you may be saving your absolute best for the games that are really, really, really important.
Yeah, completely agree.
Nonetheless, we'll see Leathers. The batter will be David Sharp. The Jets will have runners at first and second, no outs. So another great opportunity for James Clemens to get something going. Maybe, a ball in the gap right here.
It'd be huge, yeah.
It'd be huge to get something going, get another run on, and just start passing the bat back,
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah. And
you start passing it back, you get a big inning.
Absolutely. I think if you can kind of tell from these warm-ups, I think we're seeing just a little bit more velocity from a fastball standpoint from this kid than we have in the last 2. So a little switch up from the at-bats for James Clemens. So
yeah, good point. He's definitely bringing a little more with it.
Yeah. Nothing that they haven't seen yet. So.
Man, the harder you throw it sometimes, the
deeper it goes.
It comes off the bat in a hurry. So Sharp will step in. Again, Leathers, your new pitcher.
Yeah, you want to talk about pressure is coming in as a pitcher,
yes.
No outs, 2 runners on, man.
Just personally, a lot of times when somebody makes a pitching change against us, I'm bunting the first pitch.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's usually a surprise.
There it is.
A bunt put down by Sharp. First baseman makes the play.
Wow.
He's going to throw it in. 1 out at first, but both runners advance to second and third. That's a productive at bat.
Yeah, definitely. I almost wonder if that appeared to have been a push bunt, maybe.
I think he tried. Yeah.
Well, A for effort, it moved the guys around, and now the Jets are in a much better spot.
So Carson Luzier, your leadoff batter, back up for his 3rd plate appearance today. Runners at second and third, 1 out. There's another situation where a ball in the gap's big. You
Absolutely.
score 2 here with a ball in the gap. Something to the right side, we can probably score a run. First pitch, he looks to bunt, pulls it back. The pitch was way outside. And, man, Loser tried to go after that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he really wanted that one. Good thing that was not a full-blown squeeze. We might have had out at the plate there.
Yeah, that would have been rough. Good play by the catcher to keep it. Here we go. 1-0 the count. Let's see what Loser does here. Looking to bunt again.
Oh, man.
And has to duck underneath the pitch. Ball 2. Loser stands in. Is he still looking to bunt on 2-0? He is.
He is.
Bunts this one, but it goes foul. 2-1 now the count. Leather's quickly frustrated.
Yeah, I think we might still have it on here.
Why not? It appears. Talking about sign stealing, it appears we get the same thing.
Yeah.
Loser standing in there. 2-1 the count.
Go.
Everybody's moving as if they're going to play bunt. He shows it, takes it back. Ball 3. Yeah, Hartselle had a sense of urgency that time.
Definitely.
Coming hard to play the bunt.
It's an old school bunt pick play right there.
Very
Could have
much.
been put on by Hartselle.
Loser 3-1. Showing bunt. Probably not. He pulls it back, and now he's going to wear one.
Bases loaded.
Leathers comes in and hits Loser. So he's seen 2 batters. One with a sac bunt, the other one hit by pitch. And bases are loaded for the Jets with just 1 out.
Here's where Cisco's baseball savviness will come in. He knows he's got to put this ball in place somewhere, no matter where it's at.
And, you know, I wouldn't be shocked to see another bunt.
Yeah, I totally agree.
You know, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I don't think Francisco's average is super high.
Yeah.
He's not a guy that.
But the bunting to swinging ratio for him is
strong.
Yeah. But that's why he's had so much success in doing what he's doing.
And he's not slow.
For sure. Yeah, he's quick.
All right, Leathers looks in. Bases loaded for the Jets. Francisco staying at the plate. He's going to take the first pitch, but Leathers gets the call. (0-1) to Ramirez. The delivery. Francisco's going to swing at this one. High pop-up. Going to be an infield fly. Shortstop will make the play anyway. And all runners hold. 2 outs now. You really got to come up with something right here,
yeah,
Ty,
definitely.
because you can't leave them loaded.
Yeah. We may see him come out of the shoes right here. And he's definitely capable.
He's definitely capable. I mean, the kid is strong, sees the ball well. And we just talked about the good velocity.
Yeah, definitely.
You get a pitch that you like to hit, you can send it somewhere. Outfield shifts opposite of what you were referring to earlier with the left-handed batter. First pitch way outside.
Yeah, this is when you would like your left-handed hitter to have full-blown pull right here.
Yeah, be a straight pull hitter.
Yeah, because if we can be a pull right here in this situation, we might clear the bases.
Well, you got some speed over there on first.
Definitely.
Ty's going to hit it up. Second baseman is going to camp out under it and make the play. So at the end of 4, the Jets still leading 3-1. We strand 3 that time. Tough to get anything going. We'll be back for the 5th. You're listening to James Clemens High School Baseball on Play Action Sports.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. Applebee's Tailgate Talk wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to tailgatetalk.net throughout the school year to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner receives a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from that shirt printing place. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Tailgate Talk.
On Play Action Sports, your Jets lead Hartselle 3-1 as we start the fifth. Drinkwater still on the mound. Foul ball to start this at bat. It's one of the few at bats he started ahead in the count. Comes set, delivers. Must be down.
Look good to me.
1-1 the count now for Drinkwater.
Yeah, he doesn't seem affected at all. He's standing up there very tall.
Doesn't seem to be phased.
Mm-mm.
That one low, ball 2. 2-1 the count for Drinkwater. But again, we talked about him changing eye levels.
Definitely.
You know, he certainly has. He's moved the ball around in the zone, mixed it up. Foul ball again, 2-2.
It changes the attitude for your defense, too. You know, if they see you up there relaxed, you know, that there's no pressure on them as well to make plays for you and hold you back and keep those guys from getting on base.
And they've done that so far.
Definitely.
Defense has played really well so far today. As Hartselle tries to get something going, down by 2. Here's the pitch. Outside on that one. It's going to be a full count now.
Yeah, and Hartselle with 4 hits, but none of those hits came on anything that the defense have made mistakes on.
Whoop. Gets the call and a strikeout to start this inning. And once again, we retire the first batter of the inning. The only inning we haven't, Hartselle posted a run.
Now batting number 9, Topel.
I'm baseball biased, so I tend to be pretty superstitious like you all, so I think that's a good thing.
That's a great thing. So swing and a miss on the first pitch. And now 2 consecutive batters, Drinkwater starts ahead in the count. This ball chopped foul down the third baseline. Drinkwater way ahead now, 0-2.
Yeah, he's in a great spot. He's doing awesome up there.
Comes set. Third pitch. He's going to foul this one as well. Probably would have been the first ball of the at-bat.
Coach Carter working his butt off coming out of the dugout to get that foul ball.
We've all got a roll. He plays his well. The pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count for Drinkwater. Again, 1-2. I apologize. I was thinking about the last pitch that he fouled off. Ooh, gets the outside call.
We'll take
and
it.
2 strikeouts to start the 5th inning. You talked about him being relaxed. He's not fazed by the good nor the bad.
If I can have that as a called third strike, I am taking it every time, and no matter who likes it or not.
He's not fazed at all. He'll see his third batter of the inning here. 2 outs for the Tigers. Second pitch of the at bat. Must have been low. 2-0.
Yeah.
This one is going to be hit back to Ramirez. He's going to drift over and make the play. And the throw out. Well, 3 straight batters, 3 straight outs. That's the way you want to do it. James Clemens leads the Hartselle 3-1 in the middle of the 5th. We'll be back. You're listening to James Clemens High School Baseball on Play Action Sports.
This is John. Hello. Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have 2 things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide, along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship.
Sheffield, didn't they?
Welcome back to James Clemens High School Baseball on Play Action Sports. Your Jets lead 3-1 over the Hartselle Tigers as we get ready to start the bottom of the fifth. To answer your question, Brock, no, we never had any cameras at Sheffield.
What? I don't believe that.
Never.
They didn't at East Limestone either.
Well, we talked about the facilities and the money and the equipment. And we also talked, you and I talked pregame about just the advancements made in the game, period. You know, with things like virtual reality and the mechanized systems that you can now put on bats or balls and track things digitally.
Yeah, that was something new to me. That kind of blew me away.
It's wild. Wheeler's going to step in and lead us off this inning. First pitch is going to get hit right back to the second baseman. He'll field it and make the nice throw over to first. One out for the Jets. As Markford gets ready to come up. You know, we talked about the pitcher mentality when you're up a few runs, but hitter's mentality is a little different too.
Certainly.
I mean, you go up there with a little bit more aggression. You're feeling good about things. So
yeah, you don't feel as conservative as you would as far as taking pitches in an at-bat when you're up.
Not at all. Markford has stepped in. Coach Orr held a pause. Going to have a short little meeting with him. Leather's still your pitcher. Markford steps in now, looking for the first pitch of the at-bat. Leathers delivers. Strike one called. As we just said, you're a little bit more aggressive and feel like you can take chances. We sit in there and take the first pitch. Nothing like high school kids to prove you're wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second pitch of the at-bat.
Wow.
A little high. 1-1 the count now to Markford. Third pitch of the at-bat. Ooh, he catches that corner.
Yeah.
Strike called. Now 1-2 to Markford. Catcher set up pretty good bit on the outside of the plate there. Which if you saw Drinkwater getting those calls, you're gonna start working out there as much as you can.
Absolutely. No, we're either going to see something 10 feet in the air, 10 feet in the dirt here.
You start working to that outside corner. If he's going to give it, we're going to take it. 1-2 the count. Outside. Ball 2.
Yeah, that's some old school Hartselle stuff right there. The catcher beating on the opposite side of the batter's box he was on with his mitt. That's some. I see some Coach Booth stuff right there.
That guy's imprint's probably never going to leave the program.
Wow.
There he gets the outside corner on that one as Markford takes. Will result in a strikeout, and now 2 outs face the Jets.
Yeah, I think both teams are about to have to get ready to adjust to that outside call because I don't think it's leaving.
Yeah, definitely make an adjustment.
Yeah.
All right, the designated hitter, Graves, is going to come up to the plate. 2 outs facing the Jets here in the bottom of the fifth. He takes a swing. He's going to foul that first one off. And it looked like we're still working to that outside portion of the plate.
Yeah. You can't really blame him.
No, not at all. You find success, you need to stay where success is. Second pitch of the at-bat, he finds it again. Called strike on the outside corner. 0-2 now to Graves. Yeah, you got to live there until they show you that they've adjusted. I mean, Graves looks to be really crowding the plate as it is. He's looking for an opportunity to get to that pitch.
I believe he got crossed up right there.
Yeah, something happened right there.
Yeah. I think catcher was expecting off speed, and we gave
some heat,
some pitch out fastball.
1-2 the count. Graves looking to get something going for the Jets in the 5th. The pitch, outside again. 2-2 now. Again, the Jets lead 3-1. Bottom of the 5th.
It was great at bat.
A little off speed right there. It's a good take by Graves. Now we got a full count. Trying to get something going. Swing and a miss. Leathers will record a strikeout. Great inning for him right there. When we come back, we'll start the 6th. You're listening to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports.
Looking for T-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve T-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS CustomTees.com. DaddyOsCustomTees.com. If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to PASnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast, keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports. Play Action Sports.
Welcome back to the Jetsplex and James Clemens Baseball Play Action Sports. I'm Bradley Kimbrough. Alongside me is Brock Carter and our producer, Tim Lambert. As we get ready to start the top of the 6th, your James Clemens Jets lead Hartselle 3-1 in what you and I have been talking about has been a really good pitching and defensive exhibition by James Clemens so far.
Absolutely, yeah. This is something you'd like to see them carry this throughout the season. And I mean, everything that they've shown so far, I mean, they've stood tall. They've stood really. I think what's paid for them is they're playing positive. You know, they're not really beating up on themselves.
Agreed. We have a new pitcher, Mason Bush, will now be on the mound as he stands in and looks to deliver the first pitch. It's going to get hit right side. It's going to fall in front of the right fielder. And his first pitch is going to be a base hit for Hartselle. Again, we mentioned earlier, the only time that the leadoff has gotten on for Hartselle, they scored a run in that inning. Let's see what happens here. Runner on first for Hartselle. Makes an attempt over at first. Got to keep him honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and especially in this situation, right? No outs, runner on.
Certainly.
They're looking to get something going, try and put more runs on the board. Keep them honest. Don't give them a chance to do anything cheap. Bush looks in. He's going to deliver outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and going back to talking what we said about arm slots, you know, some teams that do play that base aggressively, they'll take advantage of guys that do have those low quarter arm slots. So wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing a little bit more movement from Hartselle.
And again, you got a left-handed batter up there to cover your runner on first.
As he balked. He moved that front foot first.
And he knew it.
Yeah.
He knew it immediately, too. He recognized what he did. So Balk's going to move the runner to second now. You have a runner in scoring position. No outs for the Jets here. Your count 1-0. Pitch that time comes in, catches the plate, called strike, 1-1 the count.
Yeah, deep breaths up there. I mean, you've seen what your team has done for you the whole game as far as playing defense and keeping guys in check on the bases. So just trust your stuff here.
That's exactly the approach you want him to have. That time, a little high, ball 2.
We've seen that be a strike a few times today.
It's questionable. And the one that falls below it be a ball.
Exactly.
Yeah. We have a great job when you just sit back and question umpires. That time just misses on the outside part of the plate. 3-1 the count.
I don't hate that pitch. I mean, that ball does move a lot. It's got great movement as far as crossing the plate.
Well, it's a different look for the umpire, too, when you change these pitchers. That time it gets across the plate. It's going to be hit right back up the middle.
Two.
Big play by the center fielder to make that catch.
Nice.
Is going to double him up at second.
Huge.
And now the Jets have 2 outs.
Third base coach looks like he's pointing to himself, taking blame, so I'm wondering if he was waving him on in. He probably thought it was going to be a little low.
I think that was David Sharp in center.
Yeah.
That made that play.
Now batting number 14, Peyton Steele.
Comes in hard and makes the out. Hartselle gets doubled up. So big turnaround right here from having a runner in scoring position and no outs.
Yeah, that was that's a momentum changer right there.
Well, and it's demoralizing when you've had to work really hard to get something going.
Absolutely.
And then you feel like you're in a good position with a runner in scoring position and what looks to be a base hit. Fouled back. Bush now has a 1-1 count. And in much better position for him. I mean, now he really can relax up there with 2 outs, no runners on.
Absolutely.
Now, exactly like you said, trust yourself, trust your stuff, and just go.
Perfect.
Good pitch right there. You talked about the movement and the break on that.
Right there, man.
It really did. He elicits a swing and miss. So he's got a good count here, 1-2 for Bush.
Might see it again here.
Oh, that time coming inside. He bends out of the way of it. 2-2 now. The pitch.
Great
across
pitch.
the plate. Nice little movement on that one. And he records a strikeout to get out of there in what looked to be a dangerous inning for the Jets. Turns out to be a killer in momentum for the Hartselle Tigers. We'll be back. You're listening to James Clemens High School Baseball, Play Action Sports.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports. We are midway through the 6th. James Clemens leading Hartselle 3-1. The Jets All-In campaign has been set up to help various athletic programs at James Clemens. For more information on donating, go online to jcathletics.net. That Jets All-In campaign is so beneficial to all of our sports. That's why you give these players opportunities to have the equipment we were talking about earlier, the facilities. I mean, it's beneficial in the sense that you have a lot of kids who may not always can afford to participate in sports, and that fund goes to help them as well, not just maintain what we have here. All right, bottom of the 6th. JT Johnson up to bat. 1-1 count. Leather still on the mound for Hartselle. Again, we'd love to extend this lead for the Jets.
Absolutely.
JT's going to bounce this one toward the shortstop. He's got to come through it and get it. Makes the play and the throw. Out number 1 for Hartselle. We talked about Francisco earlier at short, looking smooth, being fluent, balanced, making those plays. Hartselle's got a guy that's similar looking out there.
Yeah, he's not looking too shabby at all. He makes that look pretty easy.
He hasn't been frazzled by anything. He's made every play that's come his way.
Yeah, which is very characteristic of a Hartselle baseball team.
Agreed. All right, now Jesse Reno up to bat for the Jets. Leathers delivers outside ball. Leathers just come in, had a very shaky, inconsistent start, had a great last inning. Right, he found that outside corner. He started working it, and he really had some success. Let's see what we're going to get out in this inning.
It's going to be down.
Oh, that's going to be down because of the way the outfield was shifted.
I'll stop at 2 this time.
He's looking for 2, and he's going to hold there. Stand-up double.
Yeah, Coach Orr didn't even have to give him the stop sign that time. I think he better have known that he was stopping.
So Jesse Reno, stand-up double for that guy.
That's a great way to start it right here.
Yeah, big time right there. 1 out for the Jets, and David Sharp comes up to the plate after making a big play to get us out of the last inning, or help us get out of the last inning. Really changed the momentum on that double play.
Keep the momentum reciprocated into an at-bat right here. You got a guy on second base with good speed. Put the ball in play. Trust your guy.
Isn't it fun, too, when you make a big play defensively and everybody gets fired up? Your at-bat just becomes so much easier. All of a sudden, you see the ball way better.
Definitely.
You have a better approach. He's going to take ball 1.
Yeah, the best is getting that out and then leading off that inning. You're feeling good.
That is always good. Everybody's hyped.
That's
Everybody's
right.
excited. It makes a big difference in momentum and energy.
Certainly.
He found the corner again. 1-1 now to Sharp.
Take that one too, son. Maybe later.
Jets want to extend the lead. Runner in scoring position.
Yeah, interesting to still see that shift even after 2 balls like that happened to Hartselle's defense. So.
Yeah, and I thought it might have been based on the pitching earlier.
Right.
But this is the 3rd pitcher we've seen, and they continue to shift that way.
Yeah.
So, foul back. That's going to be strike 2. 1-2 count now to Sharp. Again, we talked about it earlier. I mean, you're just trying to extend the lead. That could be 1 run or a 4-run inning. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So, productive at bats, move this runner from second right here.
Yeah, any assurance runs you can get right here is going to make much comfortable lead.
Oh, he's going to poke one out to right. Not going to get down. Right fielder makes the play. That's a good 2-strike approach, though, man, and just getting the bat on it.
Yeah, it was.
Well, you see a lot of high school teams, baseball and softball crossover too. A lot of hitters don't know how to adjust.
Definitely.
And do that with 2 strikes. Just hit like a slug.
Yeah. And
find a way to get a ball in play.
For sure. And I think, and I think it comes with age too. A lot of these guys, they get up to plate and it can be intimidating. But, remembering the situation you're in as far as guys on bases and putting a ball in play just simply, it's going to pay dividends for you.
Yes.
Moving guys around.
Carson Loser now steps up. He's going to take ball 1. Leather's a little frustrated he's not getting that.
Yeah.
He liked his spot.
Yeah, I could understand that one.
He liked his spot. Second pitch of the at-bat now to Carson. Runner still at second. Low and away. Ball 2. Now Carson's got an interesting situation here because you feel like this pitch is going to be a strike.
Definitely.
You could make something big happen right here with a base hit. Swing.
Okay.
Strike 1 for Carson. I don't blame him. I would have been hacking on that one.
Yeah, still in a comfortable count here, too. I think if I'm Carson, staying confident at the plate, you've seen what this guy's thrown for the last couple innings.
And here's another guy with good speed,
for
too.
Sure.
So a ground ball is not a guaranteed out.
Wow.
That outside corner that he likes so well.
He does.
Strike 2 now. So 2-2 the count to Carson Loser. Again, we have a runner at second. Love to get a hit right here and try and score that guy. Carson, same thing. Good 2-strike approach. He's going to foul this one off.
You have to swing at that, and that was going to get called a strike, even though it would have been a ball. Just the way that ball's been falling for the umpire, it was a great swing for him. Coming up a little slow.
Yeah, he kind of gimped up a little bit. Coach Johnson comes down to check on him. Carson waves him off. No, Coach, I'm getting a big hit right here.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel a big hit coming for me.
Is that left shoulder?
2-2 the count now. Leathers delivers. Outside. Ball 3. 3-2 now to Loser. Carson never thought about taking the bat out of that one. Full count to Loser. He's looking for a hit. He punches this one towards shortstop. The throw down.
Good play.
It's going to be a good play.
Yeah.
Yep. Hartselle is able to retire the side. No runs that time. We leave one stranded. You're listening to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern, character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special. And that includes local sports. Call 233-8750. Come by our office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensal.us.
PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action Sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clemens Sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports. We are at the Jetsplex on a beautiful, beautiful March day. We couldn't have asked for a better weather, a better environment as the sun is just beginning to set. And, man, we talked about the facilities earlier, but just a great scene for high school baseball, right?
Can't beat this whatsoever. 77 degrees. It's 6 o'clock and the sun's still up. Don't get much better.
No, it's just perfect springtime right here. Of course, if you look all over James Clemens campus, I mean, you're not going to find a better atmosphere, a better environment, better facilities. And right now, everybody's happy because your James Clemens Jets lead Hartselle 3-1 as we're starting the top of the 7th. Bush, in his second inning of work, he's going to get a called strike one.
Yeah, I think getting ahead here for this young man is going to definitely pay for him.
Yeah, it's huge. That time way outside. 1-1 now the count. Yeah, you're exactly right. I think working ahead in counts. Mm-hmm. You know, Hartselle's, they got to have 2 runs, right?
For sure.
They the best they've been able to do so far is manage 1, as James Clemens has been in control the overwhelming vast majority of the game. So it's going to be tough for them to muster up 2 runs to extend this thing.
Yeah, they have. It's been good ball on both ends. You know, this hasn't been a game where both have been making just tons of mistakes. No. It's been great baseball.
No. 3 straight balls for Bush. He just can't get that thing working in on the outside corner.
JT's trying to make it one for him.
He's trying to help him out, as a catcher should do.
That's right.
3-1 now the count. He's going to bring that one in. It goes off the glove of Bush nearly. Center fielder will end up making the play on it. But a leadoff hit to start the 7th. I'll take that over a leadoff walk any day.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like we keep talking about, you know, these hits for Hartselle that they're going to string together. Same for James Clemens. As a pitcher, you know, Mason, I think, has every opportunity to capitalize. You know, you see what these guys can swing, but you also know what you have behind you. So just be comfortable.
Well, and you talked about getting ahead being important. You get behind in the count like that, and now they know you got to throw strikes. You're giving them something to hit hard.
Absolutely.
And that happened right there. Ball 1 here to start this at bat. Runner on first for Hartselle. He's going to take his lead. Bush delivers. Strike. 1-1 now the count.
Yeah, for the right-handed hitters here, the sweeping off-speed, what I assume is his slider, is going to pay off when it ends up outside. No matter where it ends up outside, it's going to come to that strike zone.
Definitely a different look for the righties versus the lefties. That time he's going to ground into the 5-6 hole. It's going to be another base hit. And Hartselle has started the inning now. With runners at first and second, no outs. And creating a little drama.
That's about as good as a ground ball can be with a guy on first base, putting it right in between short and third.
Yeah, that's
short's pinch in the middle.
That's where your gap is. And that was about a 3-hopper in the infield.
Yeah.
But, you know, we preach all the time to people, you know, go up there with that approach.
For sure.
Hit those ground balls, and one will find some eyes or one will get a 6-hopper through the dirt. Now Hartselle in a good situation. Runners at first and second, no outs. Bush is going to deliver here. Fouled off.
Yeah, James Clemens, I mean, they found themselves in this spot before over the last few innings, and this hasn't been anything that's turned the page for them. You know, they've played good, they've stood tall, so you got to feel confident out there, not just your pitcher, but your whole infield.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We've gotten out of this before.
For sure.
And we're definitely going to work to get out of it here. We've had some good fortune. The double play earlier that took Hartselle out of that inning. Now we see a bunt attempt. He pulls back. The runners do not advance.
Did he call it a foul? Not entirely sure. It hit JT, I think.
Hard to say right there. It's a big difference in being directly behind the umpire, and being slightly to the side where we can see those little things.
Right.
We're going to say 0-2 count for now. Bush delivers.
Perfect.
Outside corner.
It's perfect.
And he gets a strikeout. There's the first out of the inning. Man, it's a big way to fight back out of that.
Man. You got to be up on the bump and you already got one out. This is the real trust with your team, with your defense, man.
Well, and in this position now, you can almost trade runs for outs.
For sure.
Pinch hitter, Keith Lance.
So Hartselle's going to sub in a pinch hitter here. Bush kind of catching his breath, resetting. That's a big way. We talked about that last at bat. Big way to fight back in that at bat.
Yeah,
right there,
definitely.
from being in a tough situation and then coming back and getting the K.
Yeah, Mason's giving them pitches to where they're having to earn a lot of swings. This hasn't been anything where he's putting it right on a plate for them.
Yeah, good point. Runner still at first and second. Bush delivers. That one low. Ball one. We're happy about the K on the last one, but we're not out of trouble yet. You can't just throw meatballs up there right now. Still got to make them work. Runners get their lead. Mason looks in, ready to deliver.
Good pitch. Wow.
Ooh, we thought that one would catch the outside corner. Apparently did not. 2-0. And now you hear the noise level start to pick up a little bit. Both dugouts getting a little excited. Third pitch of the at-bat comes in. It's going to be pop to Tom Marsh. And then Marsh tries to double him up at second.
It stayed there. Ball
gets away, but neither runner advances.
Huge play still.
Yeah, it's a big play by Ty, just catching that little it's not a line drive, but it's not a pop fly. It's just a little blooper over there to Ty.
The old can of corn.
Yeah. Ty secures the second out of the inning. Now you're in a pretty good situation, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You were feeling much more comfortable than you were about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Bush will deliver the first pitch of the at-bat. Outside, ball one.
Yeah, JT, I think, has been putting a little more to work with Bush pitching that with these sweeping off-speed pitches that he's had.
Yes, he has. He's working back there. Runners get their leads. 1-0 the count. Bush delivers. This one's going to be punched toward the second baseman. He's going to make the play, and he's out at first. Big-time play there defensively to take care of business. So your James Clemens Jets defeat the Hartselle Tigers 3-1. It's a good game of baseball.
Yeah, it was a great ball, Coach. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not cold, it's not hot. It's, like I said, the sun's still up, and we're here at the Jetplex. It's awesome.
Well, anytime we get a win, it's big.
For sure.
Right?
Definitely.
Anytime you get a win over a quality baseball team like Hartselle, that's even better.
Yep.
And then, like you said, I mean, we started at 80 degrees.
Man,
we're sitting at a nice, crisp 76 degrees. The sun is still up, and we're in a great place.
This is it.
Yeah, really happy to see the way that both pitchers came in today. Drinkwater gets the start, and we talked about what a good job he did of mixing up pitches, forcing the guys to have really, really good at-bats, and he held on the one run. And then Bush comes in, rocky at times, but did a great job of just delivering and doing what he needed to do.
Yeah, it's awesome to see, guys that aren't at your 1, 2, 3 spots pitching, and they come in for your rotation and do great like they did against a team that's going to make a deep playoff run in and out every year.
No question they will. Defensively today, I mean, the Jets were super, super sound.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't remember any errors.
No, definitely,
late, the throw from Ty right there, it was kind of a misplayed ball, but no fielding errors that I can remember.
Definitely.
Just sound defense, making the routine plays. And you talked about it earlier, how much that helps your pitcher when your defense is just making routine plays.
Changes the game for you, man. And like you had mentioned, with little to no errors, I mean, just not even a relief off your pitcher, relief off your team. It changes your attitude, it changes your positivity, and you're ready to play real deal baseball against a real deal team.
Yeah, they are a real deal team, and we saw that those guys can swing it, and they put some good balls in play. James Clemens ends the game with 6 hits to Hartselle's 5. The difference being the base running, the first and third play that ends up scoring a run, right? I mean, we were able to put another run on the board there. And so, it's nice when you get 6 hits, right? It's even better when you get 3 runs out of those 6 hits. So we end up out hitting Hartselle, not by much. I would say we out-pitched Hartselle today. We saw 3 Hartselle pitchers. All of them had moments where they struggled. The Jets just adjusted better than Hartselle did at the plate.
Yep, this is a good James Clemens team that, if you can see them piece this together and string this out throughout the rest of the season into area play and moving on towards a hopeful playoff run, this is exactly what you want to see out of this team. So confident win here.
Yeah, absolutely. The confidence is the key word that you use. I mean, they never lacked confidence.
For sure.
On the mound, defensively, at the plate, running bases. They look very solid. Of course, we know they're well coached.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're super well coached, and those kids work hard. This is a group that's been together for a while, and they look like it tonight, right?
Sure did, absolutely.
You're not going to beat a Hartselle team 6-1, 7-1. You're not going to put those many runs up, and you're often not going to hold Hartselle to 1 run.
Absolutely, I completely agree.
So, man, great game for baseball. If you guys weren't here, I hate you didn't get to experience the atmosphere and certainly the great weather that we had. But you can tune into us again for baseball games later in the year. Monday night, the next game, I believe. Possibly tomorrow. Tune in. Stay updated on Play Action Sports, PAS Plus, social media, and you'll get all the live updates of where we're going to be and what time. For everybody, any closing thoughts, Brock?
Keep the foot on the gas, man. I mean, they played great. I'd love to see it, and really, I just want to tell y'all thank y'all for inviting me. I had a ball. I've been thinking about this ever since I went to work this morning. I get to call baseball in warm weather today at James Clemens. So,
hey, you picked a great day for it, and obviously a great game for it. And who knows? Maybe you'll be back, man.
Will y'all save me a spot? Like I was telling you before the game, I've been trying to find a way to get on with at least football. There's a little bit more in the booth with football than baseball. So
Tim will put you to work.
Tim, put me to it, man.
He can put you to work.
I'm ready to learn.
Well, we definitely missed Kirk Pierce today, as you can tell from my very average and lackluster play-by-play abilities. So we'll be glad when Kirk is back. But in the meantime, Brock, thank you very much for being here. We've enjoyed it. Thank our producer, Tim Lambert, for all the work that he does for Play Action Sports. I'm Bradley Kimbrough signing off from the Jetsplex. You've been listening to James Clemens High School Baseball on Play Action Sports.
You've been listening to James Clemens High School Baseball on the Play Action Sports Network. If you'd like to download a copy of tonight's game, log on to pasnetwork.net. James Clemens Baseball is a production of Play Action Sports.